This appeal is to the Congressional Research Service, the Obama administration, and the entire U.S. Congress. You analyze your policies in terms of U.S. interests, but do you see us? Do you see the Yemeni people? Do you evaluate policies in terms of how it affects our aspirations, our lives, our pains, and our suffering? Our massive protests are not just an unpredictable event disrupting your plans. The Yemeni people have demanded a new direction for their futures. The Yemeni people are going into the streets, demanding a new political system. This is the Yemeni people. We want to elect our own leaders and freely control our own destinies. We have suffered for decades under oppressive, corrupt rule, and we want to build our new future. Millions have protested for months in support of our own democratic council. We do not want others forcing a regime onto us, such as Saudi Arabia, the Gulf Cooperation Council, or anyone else. Yemen's regime has been shelling our cities for months, displacing thousands of families, and it has repeatedly killed hundreds. This is not just a source of instability for your policy objectives. Our families are being killed. This is murder. This is terrorism. When are you going to fully condemn this? When are you going to give this regime a timeline regarding its war on our people? You cannot claim you are trying to stop terrorism while the people who live here are being slaughtered. Do you see us? Do you see how your policies affect our hope for a better future, our desire for basic political rights? We are the future of Yemen. We are the future of this political system. We are the future of the military. We are the future of public opinion. We are going to change all of them because we have decided to control our own destiny. You cannot prepare for the future, and you cannot understand this country without understanding the people of Yemen, because we are Yemen.
As I always have been, I am still against the interference of the international community in what is happening in our life and in our world and so on. I still have to admit that the international community seems to like interfering in our life, that we cannot be out of this system or out of the international community, and that we have to deal with it. Therefore, I see this is my obligation to deliver this message. To whom am I sending my message? I'm sending my message to the whole world leaders, starting with Mr. Ban Ki-moon in the United Nations and Mr. Obama as the first leader of the world. This message, the one I'm trying to deliver here, is I'm trying to tell you guys that it is time for you to speak. Why am I talking like this? Or how do I think, or where do I get the idea that you guys have to speak? As part of the young people revolution or youth revolution in Yemen on the Facebook, I had the chance to understand and see how does those young people think and have an idea about what is really happening and how is this system is going. A question was asked by one of my friends or one of the guys in the Facebook is, why do we want this system to leave, and why do we think that the president is not good enough to be a president? The amount of answers and the amount of awareness I have seen and I have met in these answers makes me sure that this system will not last to be able to get out with another form in this country. This system is falling down with all its samples. So right now, the revolution of people is going to achieve its goal and objectives. The opposition had to be part of this revolution and cannot be actually the leaders of this revolution. Standing against this revolution or standing with the system, it means standing against this revolution. It means a standing against the people. And standing against the people makes you a future enemy and not a friend. The people have decided that this system is going down. The young people have really made their choice. And not just the young, all the people in the country have made their choice. Know that the new system in Yemen will be the people system, because people know what do they want and how are they going to get that. And standing against this means standing against all your principles and all the human rights you're asking us about, and all the principles we have heard for the past 10 or 20 or maybe more. Or actually I have heard since I was born. The way Ali Abdullah Saleh is dealing right now with the protesters is not accepted. And being silent about what is happening is approving what is happening. And being silent or approving what is happening will not be forgiven later on. So it's time to speak now or be silent forever, because people will not accept whatever you say after this. Now, the windows is still open and the door is still open for you to speak, to be with the people with, to tell him to leave, to uncover or take your hand out from covering this system or protecting this system and be with the people. At least you may find a place as a friend for the new system. The new revolution in the Arab world are the people revolution. People have decided that this is how do they want to live their life. And when people speak, nothing really can stop or change what the people want to happen.
Another night of shelling. What is going on in this neighborhood?
Actually, we are in this area since 4 days. We are under attack. Every night they are shooting us by bomb. We don't know from where it's coming and how they are shooting us. Why? We don't know. All this question, we don't know how to answer it. We are a civilian and we are a peace people. We are sitting in our home with our children, with our woman. In this building, no any man he is living here. Only women. Why they are shooting this building, we don't know. They are making criminal in this city and nobody is talking, nobody is watching. Nobody is asking about us, nobody is talking about us. They are shooting us by bomb, by heavy weapons. Why they are doing like this, we don't know. Yesterday we are very scared, we are scared. My children, they was, whole night they are scaring, they are not able to sleep.
How many shells last night? How many explosions?
Four.
Four.
Every day they are making 4, 3, every day. They are shooting down hospital and here and school up, al-Mushiki. Why they are doing like this, we don't know. Why? What they want from us? What they want from us? Really, we are calling the world to see us, to look to us, to defense for our life, for our children, for our women. We don't want anything. All this because we want our freedom. And they are saying we are a terrorist. We are not a terrorist. We don't have a weapons. Nobody here have a weapons. Women, they don't have a weapons. Children, they don't have. We are a civilian. We are a peace people.
بيان ونداء رقم 1 إلى كافة رجال القوات المسلحة البواسل والحرس الجمهوري الأشاوس ورجال الأمن الميامين: أنتم درع الوطن وحصنه الحصين وسياجه المنيع. نوجه لكم هذا النداء مستنهضين فيكم الروح اليمنية المجيدة، روح الإباء والشرف والرجولة والشموخ، مناشدين ضمائركم الحية الوقوف جنبا إلى جنب مع إخوانكم من أبناء القوات المسلحة والحرس الجمهوري ورجال الأمن الشجعان الذين أيدوا الثورة الشبابية الشعبية السلبية وأعلنوا دعمهم للوقوف في وجه الطغاة والظالمين والفاسدين والحاقدين على الوطن. إنما يا أبناء القوات المسلحة والحرس الجمهوري ورجال الأمن العباه، باسمكم جميعا ندين ونستنكر بشدة ما أقدم عليه النظام من تسليمه لبعض المحافظات لمجاميع من المسلحين من قطاع الطرق والمخربين والإرهابيين الذين أوجدهم النظام وشجعهم على القتل والتقطع والتخريب في محاولة يائسة منه للإساءة إلى مؤسستنا العسكرية من أنها مؤسسة فاشلة وغير حريصة على الوطن ومكتسباته، وللإيحاء للآخرين أن اليمن بدونه ستغدو صومالا آخر، فهيهات أن يتحقق ذلك ونحن جميعا على قيد الحياة. وما توجيهاته بالأمس للأجهزة العسكرية والأمنية بمحافظة أبين لتسليم مؤسسات الدولة للإرهابيين المسلحة وتسليمه مرافق الدولة ومؤسساتها في العاصمة صنعاء لمجاميع من البلاطج المسلحين وسحبه لوحدات الأمن والحرس الجمهوري والشؤون العسكرية من هذه المرافق التي أضحت الآن مستباحة من قبل هؤلاء البلاطجة نهبا وتخريبا، دليلا دامغا على حفظه عن وطن قواته المسلحة وأمن البياتل. وأمام هذه التصرفات لابد أن نثبت لشعبنا ووطننا وأمتنا وللتاريخ أننا كنا ولا نزال الحماة الأمناء لمكتسبات الوطن والثورة والجمهورية والوحدة، وأن نؤكد ولا أنا لله وللوطن الأغلى لدينا من أرواحنا وأبنائنا، وأن نحرص جميعا على وحدة مؤسستنا العسكرية والأمنية التي حاول رئيس النظام جاهدا على تفتيتها وتدميرها وزرع الأحزاب فيما بين فروعها ووحداتها ظنا منه أنه سيفلح وخاب ظنه،